running back, defense, at outside linebacker, the senior, number 2, Jackson Sewell. Quarterback, sophomore, number 3, Ryan Berkman. At safety, the junior, number 5, Brendan Knott. At outside linebacker, the sophomore, number 11, Trevor Dugan. At safety, the senior, number 18, Tanner Maddox. At quarterback, the junior, number 21, Tommy Robinson.
He's announced.
Eli Larson. At defensive end, the sophomore, number 53, Dawson Fox. At D-tackle, the junior, number 70, Nathan Shue. At D-tackle, the junior, number 71, Caleb Peterson. At defensive end, the junior, number 82, Logan Grover. The Wildcats are coached by Rusty Ford. And now the starting lineup for the Royal Eagles. At running back, the sophomore, number 9, Brady Sighted. At quarterback, the junior, number 11, Mason Walsh. At wide receiver, the senior, number 12, Matthew Wilson. At running back, the senior, number 19, Michael Posey. At running back, the junior, number 22, Peyton Matthews. At receiver, the senior, number 35, Cody Dean. At guard, the senior, number 51, Brandon Hobson. At tackle, the senior, number 62, Braxton Stafford. At guard, the senior, number 70, Riley Davis. At guard, the junior, number 72, Christopher Jones. At tackle, the junior, number 77, Matthew Barlow. The color we were supposed to
As always, it is great to be here for some Eagle football. I'm Colton Osborne,
And I'm Trevor Alder.
and this is the O'Neill Eagles versus the St. Paul Wildcats. It is Friday, October 11th. It's a very chilling night. As you can see on the sideline, there is heaters for the team.
Very cold.
It says it is 32 degrees, but it feels like 22. So a chilling night for some football. But let's hope the Eagles can pull out a win. The Eagles are 1-5, I'm pretty sure, and the St. Paul Wildcats are 6-0. St. Paul is ranked 4th in C2. It looks like it is Jusselyn Dean returning for the Eagles. As we have a new starter for home games for the Eagles, and Braxton Stauffer starting at one of the tackles on offense. And it is number 2, Jackson Seward, the senior, preparing to kick off for the Wildcats. As the Eagles are in black and the Wildcats are in white. Seward's getting ready to kick the ball, and the kick is off and the game has begun. It goes to Sidek at about the 20-yard line, and he returns it to about the 27 or 28-yard line as Mason Walsh leads the offense out onto the field. Mason Walsh is a junior, and this is his second year starting. He shared the position last year with Michael Posey, with them switching back and forth. But Posey has switched to running back this year. As you have single receivers to both sides of the field with Matthews at tight end. Colby Dean is in motion, as they will call a false start on the Eagles. It didn't look like, I think it was Peyton Matthews who jumped. And it was Peyton Matthews who jumped early. So that brings up 1st and 15 on the Eagles' 24-yard line.
Again, single receivers to both sides.
With Sidek and Posey in the backfield. As it is a handoff to Sidek, the sophomore. And he is met at the line of scrimmage or a bit behind, as there is a flag on the play. Not sure what it's on, but it might be unsportsmanlike conduct. It looked like there was some shoving after the play. Holding on the defense, it looked like, or face mask. As it is a face mask. So that moves the Eagles up a couple yards, not for sure how many. 10 yards it looks like. So it is that brings up 2nd and 4. Eagles have a lot more manageable first down play, as it is a rollout as he looks over to Peyton Matthews, who makes a juggling attempt but drops the pass. Walsh was trying to look for that junior-to-junior connection between Walsh and Matthews, but Matthews couldn't pull it in. As it brings up 3rd and 4 on the Eagles' 36-yard line.
Twins to the near side.
Wilson and Dean, I'm pretty sure. Dean is in motion, as it is a sweep to Dean. And it doesn't look like he gets the first down, as he may have gotten 1 yard. As it looks like they will be going for it. Shout out to Drew Fuller. He says, "Go Wildcats." He says, "St. Paul is number 1 NC2." Oh, it was it was like a punt, as it looks like Colby Dean will down it at about the 32.5 yard line, 33 yard line. As the defense comes on, looks like Landon Klassen will be starting on the defensive end. Landon Klassen, a freshman. As the 4 linemen for the Eagles are Hobson, Pardon, Stauffer, and Davis. Klassen and Dean at corners. Matthews, Posey, and Sidek at backers. And then Jussel and Wilson at safety. As they hand it off to number 35. As he gets a big run. That is number 35, Ian Larson. That gets the Wildcats a first down. Brings up 1st and 10 on the Eagles' 41-yard line. Four backs in the backfield for the Wildcats. They hand it off to number 11, and he is brought down by a herd of black shirts. Number 11 is Trevor Dugan. As it brings up 2nd down and 8. Starting quarterback for the Wildcats is Brendan Knopp. Four backs in the backfield for the Wildcats. So they hand it off to number 2, Seward, as once again a herd of black shirts surrounding the ball.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
Once again, four backs in the backfield with number 9 and 21 at receivers. As they fake the handoff, as he's looking to pass, but Peyton Matthews brings him down as he's throwing it. It is an incomplete pass. The pass was intended for number 9, Skylar Nelson. Brings up 4th down and 6. We just had a couple chairs drop up in the booth. So if you're wondering what the noise was, that's what it was. It is an I formation with 2 receivers to the near side. They pitch it out to 35. who gets the first down maybe.
Gonna mark him short.
As it looks like it was short. Great play by the Eagles defense. That was number 35 with the ball, Eli Larson. As the Eagles get their second drive of the game. That brings up 1st and 10 for the Eagles on the Eagles' 31-yard line. Shout out to Sean Rosenberg. He says go Wildcats. So they fake the handoff to Posey. Walsh throws it for Wilson, but the pass is broken up by number 3, Ryan Burkby.
If you're listening and we butcher any names, please help us out.
Yeah. We only have a junior high vocabulary, or like junior high vocabulary. We're not sure a bunch of the last names. Twins to the far side, and it is Sidick and Wilson with Dean to the near side. Read option. All right. Actually, it wasn't a read option. It was just a handoff to Posey. That is a loss of 1, it looks like. Loss of 2, so it brings up 3rd down and 12. The Wildcats are running a 4-3. It changed, 4-3. Trips to the near side. Fake the handoff to Posey as Walsh throws it away as he was being rushed by number 50, Gunnar Nyberg. As the Eagles are bringing out the punt team, it will be the junior Peyton Matthews back to punt for the Eagles, and number 26, Hunter Gravitt, to return for the Wildcats. Matthews gets a punt off, kind of low, but it spun good as Gravitt will take it and gets about a yard on the return.
Tackled by Colby Dean.
Go Eagles and go Landon Klassen from Aunt Kelly, Braxton, and John. Guessing those are relatives of the freshman Landon Klassen. I formation for the Wildcats with 21 and 26. Twins to the near side. They hand it off to Larson as he gets to the outside as he is brought down by Klassen. So that gets them the first down after a gain of about 11. Once again, Twins to the near side with an I formation. Seward, the tailback. They hand it off to Larson again, and he gets about 6. Looks like the Wildcats are looking to pound the ball.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
On the Eagles' 40-yard line. With the Wildcats go back to the 4-back formation. As it looks like Riley Davis got the tackle. Braxton Stauffer broke through there quickly, but couldn't make the play. That brings up 3rd down and 1. with about 7 minutes left in the game, or in the first quarter. Twins to the near side in an I formation for the Wildcats. They hand it off to Larson once again, who makes Matthews miss but is brought down.
Larson on the carry. Clausen on the stop.
Mrs. Miller and her husband and her son Max are watching from home. They say, "Go Big Blue."
5 brings up 1st and 10 from the 33.
The Eagles have softball tomorrow, and I am pretty sure it is districts.
Yep.
Yeah, it is districts tomorrow for the Eagles softball team, who is coached by Mrs. Miller. 2 is in motion. They do a read option, or a option is they give it to Larson as he gets the touchdown untouched. 33-yard touchdown for Eli Larson. He is a junior for the Wildcats.
Have a feeling you'll be hearing his name a lot tonight.
Looks like he is their better back, as they are in the water bucket formation.
That's what we were told last time. They might have a different name, but we're going to assume that they probably call it the same thing.
Yeah, as they bring it back into the extra point, as it will be Seward kicking the extra point for the Wildcats. Kick is up, and it is barely good. Barely got it over the bottom upright. As that makes the score 7-0, as we will take a short commercial break.
Anson Insurance has been in the O'Neill area since 1979, and they've strongly supported the community and O'Neill athletic programs ever since. They offer home, auto, life, health, and crop insurance. They have a friendly staff and are willing to answer any questions you might have. Stop in at 203 East Douglas or call 402-336-4330.
As we are back, score is 7-0. Wildcats are up with 6 minutes left in the first quarter. Shout out to a Wildcats fan. Thanks for broadcasting the game tonight. Go Cats. Seward is lining up the kick, and it is once again to Sidek, who catches it at about the 21-22-yard line. Takes it up the middle to about the 20 or the 36, 37-yard line. Twins to the far side. Sidek is in motion. It's going to be a pitch to the near side. Posey gets about a gain of 9. That brings up 2nd down and 1. I didn't see who brought him down for the Wildcats, as Jussel comes in for the first time on offense.
If you see random flares of pink, it is because it is pink out night here.
Jussel is in the backfield. They hand it off to Jussel as he muscles his way for the first down, it looks like. As he does get the first down, I'm pretty sure. And he does. Turner Jussel is just 160 pounds, but he is he is hard to take down because he is quick and shifty. Twins to both sides of the field with Wilson and Sidick on the far side and Dean and Matthews on the near side. Fake the handoff, bubble screen to Sidick, and it is dropped. The Eagles will most likely be having to take some of their players out so they can warm them up. So the Eagles' depth comes in really handy, and they will be needing that depth today. Twins to both sides, Matthews and Sidick on the near side, Wilson and Dean on the far side. Jussel in the backfield. Hand off to Colby Dean, who gets the outside as he gets the first down. Great play by Colby Dean. 15 yards on the play for Colby Dean. He escaped from two Wildcat tacklers, as it is now Jussel and Matthews. They fake it to Dean and they give it to Sidick up the middle, who breaks a tackle and gets about a 7 to 8 yard gain. Posey comes back in for Sidick. 4 minutes left in the first quarter. Twins to the near side and a double tight end double tight on the far side. Dean is in motion. They fake the pitch to Dean and give it to Jussel up the middle, who is brought down by number 11, Trevor Dugan. Brings up first down for the Eagles. Eagles are showing some offense. They haven't ran at home this year, if I remember correctly. As it is the same formation, just to the other side. They fake the handoff to Jussel. Walsh is looking. He throws it to Matthews. Does he get his feet? As he gets his feet in bounds. Great way to get his feet in bounds. Peyton Matthews, the junior.
I think that was a planned route right there to fall, get back up, and then still proceed and catch it. I think that was planned.
As that is the junior to junior connection. Also, Matthews and Walsh were on the varsity basketball team this last winter. They have Jussel in the backfield with Dean in motion. They fake the pitch to Dean. Walsh steps up in the pocket and evades a couple tacklers as he just decides to run it and is brought down by Eli Larson. Looked like he had Colby Dean wide open. Walsh probably didn't want to risk the illegal forward pass, so he probably just tucked it. As it is 3rd down and 9, so they ended up losing yards on the play. 3rd down and 9. Twins to the near side with Wilson to the far side and Matthews at tight end with Jussel in the backfield. Fake the pitch to Jussel. They throw a bubble screen to Dean, who looks like he may have gotten the first down, might be 4th and inches. As 2 weeks ago, the Eagles ran that play a bunch.
They'll give him the first.
Colby Dean, stepping up into that star receiver role this year as a senior. He's been around great receivers since his freshman year. As a freshman, he had Wyatt Lever, who is now at Nebraska, and Justin Appleby as two of the leading receivers. Wilson is in motion. They fake the handoff to Jussel, and they give it to Dean, who breaks a tackle. And he got in, but there is a flag on the play. Not sure if who the flag is on. We're going to have to see what the ref calls as the Eagles are backing up. As it looks like they call holding on the offense. So that just brings up first down and 10. Ball on the 15-yard line. Twins to both sides of the field, or actually no, twins to the near side, and Posey to the far side with Matthews at tight end. Posey is in motion. Jussel is in the backfield. They fake the pitch as it looks like they were trying to get a pass off, but he is brought down by number 11, Trevor Dugan, for a sack. Looks like it looked like they may have been trying to go for Matthews, but he got stuck up in traffic. So that brings up second down and 20 for the Eagles. Twins to the near side. Fake the handoff to Jussel. They throw it for Posey, but it is knocked away by number 2, Jackson Seward. Brings up third down and 20. As there was a flag on the play, not sure what it was. As it was a sideline warning against the Eagles. So it brings up third down and 20 with a minute left in the first quarter. Trips to the near side. Walsh is back to pass, and it is a screen over the middle to Posey, who is brought down by Ian Larson. Brings up fourth down and 16. Eagles are most likely going to go for it. Not sure who their place kicker is. At the first game of the year, I'm fairly sure it's Fabian Acevedo, kicking extra points for the Eagles. Twins to both sides of the field, with Jussel in the backfield. Throws it over to Dean, who is brought down, but the ball was stripped. Wildcats get it either way. Turnover on downs on the Eagles.
Give a first down and 10 to the Wildcats.
As there is 9 seconds left in the first quarter. So this will most likely be the last play before the quarter ends. Single receivers to both sides of the field with the 4-back formation. Handed off to Seward, who is brought down after a gain of about 1 or 2. As that brings the end to the end of the quarter, the score is 7-0. The St. Paul Wildcats are up, and we'll be back after a commercial break.
Great Plains State Bank has been meeting the needs of its customers for nearly 100 years, offering a wide selection of flexible and competitive loan options, including personal, commercial, and ag lending. GPS is a small-town bank with big-town resources, with a full range of innovative deposit products. GPS creates strong clients and strong communities by providing valuable and trusted common-sense banking. Great Plains State Bank continues to deliver quality banking products and services that are representative of their name. GPS, great personal service.
State Farm agent Susan Wakefield is here to help protect all the moving parts of your life. With auto, home, life, and financial services, Susan Wakefield and her team make it simple to bring together what matters to you.
And we are back at the start of the second quarter. I am Colton Osborne.
And I'm Trevor Aller.
As the Wildcats have a 2nd down and 9, they run an option and they give it to Larson. Pickup of about 7 or 8. Third and 3 for the Wildcats offense. As they're in an I formation with trips to the far side and a tight end to the near side. Wildcats tried going on a hard count. Handed off to Larson once again, who gets the first down. I'm pretty sure. As it is a first down. Shout out to Bodie Latzel, a 7th grader. He's watching from home, I'm guessing. Twins to both sides with Larson in the back. As they throw it deep to number 21, who makes a great catch. Brought down by Colby Dean. That was Tommy Wobel Iski or something like that. Booger McFarland says, "Go Eagles," and Eagle Eye Broadcasting. Booger McFarland, I'm pretty sure, is an ESPN announcer or sports broadcaster. I'm fairly sure that's who he is. Twins to both sides of the field with Larson in the backfield. 26 is in motion. They give it to 26, and it is a fumble. Looks like he got right back on the fumble. That was 26. Hunter Gravett. Actually, Booger McFarland was an NFL player at once. He might be a ESPN or some sports broadcaster now. as Bodie Latchell says he has a cousin to watch, as it looks like, or 11, Dugan, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, Dugan on the carry. Brought down after a gain of about 1. Brings up 3rd and 13. As it is twins to both sides of the field with Larson in the backfield.
Deep pass downfield for number 26. Reeled in, and we brought in for a touchdown.
That is number 26, Hunter Gravitt. That was Matt Wilson on the coverage. As how you pronounce 21's, or Tommy Roboleski, something like that.
Again, still trying.
As once again it is the water bucket formation.
The half water bucket.
I don't know, something like that. As they're actually they actually run a play out of it, but it is stopped immediately by Sidic, it looked like. As both teams will take a short break after the touchdown, and we will too.
Stadium Sports is your one-stop shop in downtown O'Neill or online at www.stadiumsportso'neill.com. For all your everyday, all-day activewear needs, there is something for everyone. Specializing in screen printing and embroidery, we have a graphic artist and equipment in store to get all your ideas done in a timely fashion. Supporting all athletes and customers near and far, we value your continued support. Contact us today at 402-336-3245.
As we are back on this beautiful night for some football. I am Colton Osborne.
And I'm Trevor Elder.
And this is your O'Neill Eagles going up against the St. Paul Wildcats. Jussel and Dean back to receive, and Seward is lining up the kick. As the kick pops up to Alex Lopez, it looked like, and goes off of his knee, but is recovered by the Wildcats. As that was Alex Lopez. I guess it is also called the swinging gate on the last play. Not 100% sure, but
Swinging gate and water bucket.
figures out that Booger McFarland text was actually from my father, Bob Osborne. Twins to both sides of the field. 26 is in motion as they fake the handoff, and number 5 takes it. That is number 5, Brendan Knopp.
Brought down by number 19, Michael Posey.
Second down and 7 with 8 minutes and 20 seconds left in the first half. As the Wildcats are in the wishbone formation with single receivers to both sides, they go back to pass as they try to complete it over the middle to Seward, but it is dropped. Brings up third down and 7 for the Wildcats. looks like the Eagles still have the same defenders and as the starters. As they fake the handoff and is an option outright, they fake the pitch to Larson, but number 5, Brendan Knopp, is brought down. And it looks like it might be 4th and 1, as it is 4th and 1 for the Wildcats. As Stauffer comes out for, as Jennings comes in for Stauffer. Go Eagles from Garcia family. As it is a fumble, and it looks like the Eagles got it back. Peyton Matthews recovered the fumble. Wasn't too sure what was happening because I was looking at the shout-out text. As the Eagle offense comes onto the field. As it was just a bad snap. Those bad snaps can always screw up a drive. Alex Molina says, "Nice work, fellas." Shout out to him. He is an 8th grader. Trips to the far side. Mason Walsh scrambles out, steps up in the pocket, and is brought down by number 82, Logan Vogel. This is coming from the man himself, Mr. Gary Hoster. Nebraska ran a version of the swinging gate against Houston in the 1980 Cotton Bowl. It went for a touchdown, but was called back on a penalty. I formation for the Eagles. Actually, no, not an I formation. They hand it off to Posey, but he is met at about the line of scrimmage, it looks like. Shout out to a fan watching from Beamer, Nebraska. They say, "Good luck, Eagles." There is 6 minutes left in the first half. Wildcats up 13-0. And our scoreboard is sponsored by Great Plains State Bank. They sponsor the scoreboard for football and basketball, and most likely volleyball. Trips to the far side with Matthews to the near side. Sidick in the backfield with Walsh. Walsh goes on a hard count. Almost got him jump. It was supposed to be a screen over the middle, but it is broken up by number 70, Caden Shear. Nathan Shear. As Peyton Matthews is back to punt in 26. Hunter Gravitt is back to return, as it is a low snap, but Matthews still is able to get the punt off. It is a decent punt, as it was a great bounce. Colby Dean downs it at about the 22-yard line after it landed at about the 36, 37-yard line.
Eagles sideline arguing that it was touched on the return.
As the Eagles are coached by Brock Eichelberger, and the Wildcats are coached by Rusty Fuller. Brings up 1st and 10 for the Wildcats on their own 22-yard line. They're in the wishbone formation. As there is a flag on the play, most likely a false start on the offense.
sides and the offense.
Once again in the wishbone formation for the Wildcats. First down and 15. Wildcats go back to pass. They look deep, and it is caught by Tommy Robisky. Shout out to Ron Jensen. He says, "Go Eagles." So that brings up first down and 10 for the Wildcats. Shout out to Eagle alumni and part of our state championship football team, Jake Young, watching from Lincoln. He says, "Go Eagles." Eli Larson gets a gain of about 5. Stephen Joe, watching from Omaha, they say, "Go Cats." Eagles hoping to get Coach E's 100th win. The Wildcats get a gain of about, as it was a quarterback sneak, pickup of about 5. That brings up third down and 5. Eagles hoping to get a stop. Wishbone formation once again for the Wildcats. Fumble. Peyton Matthews picks it up as it takes 2 Wildcat defenders to bring him down. That is his second fumble recovery of the day. Another Eagle alumni and part of the state championship team, Shane Campbell, watching from Seward, Nebraska. He says, "Go Eagles," and "Go Concordia Bulldogs." He is now playing football for the Concordia Bulldogs at linebacker, if I'm not mistaken. Shout out to the Bowlers. They say, "Thanks for doing this so we can stay warm." Eagles offense is back on the field. Twins to the near side with Sidick and Wilson, with Dean. Matthews at tight end. Fake the handoff to Jussel. They throw it to Colby Dean. A great catch by Colby Dean. Pickup of 4 or 5. Pickup of 4. Brings up second down and 6. Ball on the Wildcats' 21-yard line. Eagles knocking on the door of the red zone. Timeout called by the Eagles, and we'll take one with them. As we are back from the timeout, Mason Walsh throws it over to Jussel, who is brought down by 35, Eli Larson. We're having some technical difficulties up in the booth. We can't get the back door open.
We might be stuck here. So if you hear some ruckus in the background, we are trying to fix the problem. Might have to crawl through the window.
Three minutes left in the first half for the Eagles. For the Eagles with the ball. Fake the handoff to Colby Dean and give it to Turner Jussel, but runs into Matt Pardun. Runs into one of his offensive linemen.
Ah, we got it.
We got the door open. Or Mr. Peterson got the door open. That brings up 4th down and 6 for the Eagles. Ball on the 21-yard line of the Wildcats. Looks like the teams are waiting for something. Might just be the Eagles waiting for the call.
St. Paul coach Rusty Fuller is the son of Nebraska coaching legend Bob Fuller, who guided Cambridge to several state titles. Bob Fuller coached GICC when they visited O'Neill in the fall of '16.
As the teams call a timeout, and we'll take a short commercial break.
Fall harvest means long hours for you and your equipment. You both need a fuel that can handle the pressure. So use Cenex Ruby Fieldmaster Premium Diesel from Farmer's Pride for more power, better fuel economy, faster starts, and special additives to help reduce downtime. What's more, when you do business with Farmer's Pride, you'll notice a personal touch that goes beyond the expected. Farmer's Pride, in the field, on your farm, in your community.
And we are back. Trips to the far side of the field with Colby Dean as the single receiver to the near side. And Jussel in the backfield with Walsh. They get it to Dean for the first down, and he gets the touchdown. Great play by the senior Colby Dean. Cutting inside and cutting right back out. Colby Dean gets another touchdown as the fireworks go off for the Eagles. That isn't the first connection they've had in the end zone this year, as it looks like Angel Lopez is the place kicker for the Eagles. Snap is back, hold is good, kick is up, and it is blocked, it looks like, as the extra point is no good. Score is O'Neill 6, St. Paul 13, as we'll take a short commercial break.
Torpin's Rodeo Market is located in the heart of O'Neill and has everything your family needs to stay full and happy. Torpin's always keeps their shelves stocked with fresh produce and also offers goods from local producers. Their weekly bankroll drawing offers a chance to win cash every time you shop. And every spring they give back to the community by giving away multiple senior scholarships. Torpin's Rodeo Market, the friendliest store in town and your only home-owned food store.
As we are back,
This beautiful October 11th.
As it is Eli Larson back to return, and it is Angel Lopez, or the kicker. Angel Lopez is lining up the kick. And the kick goes to about the 15-yard line. Eli Larson brings it up, makes multiple Eagle defenders miss. Alex Lopez tried tackling him, and Colby Dean missed a tackle, as that is about an 85-yard kick return touchdown for the Wildcats. Number 35, Eli Larson. There were multiple missed tackles on that play. It looks like both of them slipped and slid, as it will be Seward lining up for the extra point. 1 minute and 28 seconds left in the first half. Not a good way to get the momentum back on their side after scoring a touchdown. As it is a fake, it may have not been it may have just been a decision by Tommy Roboski to take it after the high snap, as that makes it 21-6. The St. Paul Wildcats are up, and we'll take a short break.
Quality, service, selection. Established in 1990, Specialties and More can help with your screen printing and embroidery needs. We provide high-quality, low-cost service with quick turnaround. Dedication to our customers is what we value. Create your own design or have our on-site artists create one for you. We appreciate your interest in Specialties and More and are excited to work with you on your next project. No job too big or too small, because we do it all.
And we are back. Seward will be lining up the kick, as Dean and Jussel will be back to return for the Eagles. As Sidik gets the return, he is brought down at about the 37, 38-yard line, as the Eagles' offense will come back out after a short time of being on the sidelines after a kick return touchdown by Eli Larson of the St. Paul Wildcats.
A minute 21 left in the first half. Trips to the far side, single receiver to the near side.
With Posey in the backfield. They throw it to Sidik. Brady Sidik is one of the more versatile players on the team. He started out his 7th grade year as an A-team center, then was a A-team quarterback. Then he switched to running back in high school. Eagles in hurry up. Throw it over to Sidik, who gets the first down. Eagles only have one timeout left, I'm pretty sure. as there's a holding call on the Eagles, so that will set them back some. Not sure who the holding call is on.
Make it 3rd and... No.
2nd and
10?
14, 15.
2nd
and 17.
There we go.
Trips to the near side with, looks like the refs are going to be discussing something. As it is, I can't tell who the single receiver is.
Peyton Matthews.
Peyton Matthews. Walsh throws it to Wilson with a great catch. They mark him down at the 35-yard line. What a great catch by the senior, Matthew Wilson.
Make it 3rd and 11.
3rd and 13. Eagles trying to hurry up. Trip to the far side with Colby Dean to the near side. Walsh steps up, throws over the middle to Posey, who gets the first down. As it looks like Coach E will call a timeout with 8 seconds left, and we'll take one with him.
Stadium Sports is your one-stop shop in downtown O'Neill or online at www.stadiumsportso'neill.com. For all your everyday, all-day activewear needs, there is something for everyone. Specializing in screen printing and embroidery, we have a graphic artist and equipment in store to get all your ideas done in a timely fashion. Supporting all athletes and customers near and far, we value your continued support. Contact us today at 402-336-3245.
As we are back with 8 seconds left in the first half. Twins to both sides of the field most likely will be the last play of the half. Walsh just decides to go down as they won't get another playoff, and that is the half. St. Paul is up 21-6, and we'll return.
Safety, reliability, and the most propane storage in the region. Solutions and service you can count on with Farmers Pride, the trusted supplier of propane for over 50 years. With scheduled delivery and budget and prepay plans, Farmers Pride has the right solution to fit your propane needs. Farmers Pride offers residential, agricultural, and commercial propane sales and service across the Siouxland area. Farmers Pride, in the field, on your farm, in your community.
Great Plains State Bank has been meeting the needs of its customers for nearly 100 years, offering a wide selection of flexible and competitive loan options, including personal, commercial, and ag lending. GPS is a small-town bank with big-town resources, with a full range of innovative deposit products. GPS creates strong clients and strong communities by providing valuable and trusted common-sense banking. Great Plains State Bank continues to deliver quality banking products and services that are representative of their name. GPS, great personal service.
State Farm agent Susan Wakefield is here to help protect all the moving parts of your life. With auto, home, life, and financial services, Susan Wakefield and her team make it simple to bring together what matters to you.
Stadium Sports is your one-stop shop in downtown O'Neill or online at www.stadiumsportso'neill.com. For all your everyday, all-day activewear needs, there is something for everyone. Specializing in screen printing and embroidery, we have a graphic artist and equipment in store to get all your ideas done in a timely fashion. Supporting all athletes and customers near and far, we value your continued support. Contact us today at 402-336-3245.
Anson Insurance has been in the O'Neill area since 1979, and they've strongly supported the community and O'Neill athletic programs ever since. They offer home, auto, life, health, and crop insurance. They have a friendly staff and are willing to answer any questions you might have. Stop in at 203 East Douglas or call 402-336-4330.
Safety, reliability, and the most propane storage in the region. Solutions and service you can count on with Farmers Pride, the trusted supplier of propane for over 50 years. With scheduled delivery and budget and prepay plans, Farmers Pride has the right solution to fit your propane needs. Farmers Pride offers residential, agricultural, and commercial propane sales and service across the Siouxland area. Farmers Pride, in the field, on your farm, in your community.
Quality, service, selection. Established in 1990, Specialties and More can help with your screen printing and embroidery needs. We provide high-quality, low-cost service with quick turnaround. Dedication to our customers is what we value. Create your own design or have our on-site artists create one for you. We appreciate your interest in Specialties and More and are excited to work with you on your next project. No job too big or too small because we do it all.
As I'll ever be.
As we are back for the start of the second half of the Eagles versus Wildcats game. As they get an onside kick recovery, what a great play by the Eagles.
That's how we start off the half here in O'Neill.
Great play, or great kick by Angel Lopez, and great job recovering it. as Mason Walsh brings the offense out onto the field. Most of the team is huddled around the heaters for O'Neill. As they come out with single receivers to both sides with Sidick and Posey in the backfield with Walsh. As it will most likely be a run to the near side, as it is not. They pass it out to Sidick, who gets maybe a yard at most.
Walsh's pass is complete to Sidick, gain of 2.
Gain of 2 brings up second down and 8 with ball on the Wildcats' 43-yard line. Eagles looking to make it a one-score game. Pistol formation for the Eagles with Dean to the near side and Wilson to the far side. Dean is in motion. So they hand it off to Posey, who gets maybe a yard at most. Brought down by Eli Larson. Brings up third down and 7. About a little over a minute into the third quarter. Wilson to the near side, Dean to the far side. Dean is in motion. They fake the sweep to Posey. They throw it to Posey, but it is intercepted by Trevor Dugan, and he is brought down by Riley Davis and that's Sean Gildersleeve and Matt Pardun. As that brings up first down and 10, ball on the 40-yard line for the Wildcats. I formation with Larson at the tailback. Twins to the near side. Hand it off to Larson, who gets a couple yards on the play. As the ref calls a timeout, looks like he's talking to the talking to some of the Wildcat linemen. Twins to both sides of the field with Larson in the backfield. 26 is in motion. Is an option as Knopp takes it. That brings up third down and about 2. Third down and 1 for the Wildcats. Wishbone formation. Handed off to Larson, who was brought down by Peyton Matthews. As they stop him and maybe a loss of 1. So as it is still fourth down and 1. I formation with Twins to the near side and a single tight end to the far side. Larson at the tailback, most likely going to be going to Larson. So it does go to Larson. As he does get the first down. It looks like the right guard twitched, but the refs didn't see it. Larson was brought down by Posey. First and 10 for the Wildcats, ball on the Eagles' 26-yard line. Wildcats are knocking on the door of the red zone. Once again, the Wildcats are in the wishbone with single receivers to both sides. They hand it off to Seward, who is brought down by multiple Eagle defenders. Gain of 7 brings up second down and 3. Twins to both sides with number 11, Dugan, in the backfield. Two is in motion. So they throw it over the middle that is Tommy Roboski, who gets it down to the 1-yard line. Chad Dean, the band director, says, "Good job, Ian and Colton." That brings up first and goal for the Wildcats. Score is 21-0. Wildcats are up. They hand it off to Larson, who goes into the end zone untouched. That probably won't be the last time you'll be hearing Larson tonight. As they're in the swinging gate or water bucket, whatever you call it, and they will be brought in to attempt the extra point. Last extra point attempt, the holder, Roboski, took it in as the kick is up, and it is good. The teams will take a short break, and so will we.
Great Plains State Bank has been meeting the needs of its customers for nearly 100 years, offering a wide selection of flexible and competitive loan options, including personal, commercial, and ag lending. GPS is a small-town bank with big-town resources, with a full range of innovative deposit products. GPS creates strong clients and strong communities by providing valuable and trusted common-sense banking. Great Plains State Bank continues to deliver quality banking products and services that are representative of their name. GPS, great personal service.
As we are back, Seward is lining up the kick for the Wildcats. Jussel and Dean are back to return for the Eagles. The kick goes to about the 30-yard line. Sidik gets it. Sidik takes it up the middle to about the 43, 44-yard line. Looks like they mark him down at the 43-yard line as Mason Walsh will lead the Eagle offense out onto the field. Eagles looking to score to keep the game close. As the scoreboard is sponsored by Great Plains State Bank. Thank you to them for sponsoring the scoreboard. Single receivers to both sides with Dean in motion. They fake it to Dean and hand it to Posey, who is brought down in the backfield. It looked like number 10, John Plackey, and Trevor Dugan were in on the tackle. Brings up 2nd down and 14 for the Eagles offense. Jussel comes in at running back. Trips to the near side with Colby Dean alone by himself on the far side. Walsh looking to pass. Gets out of the pocket. Tries throwing it to Colby Dean, but it is too high. That makes it 3rd down and 14. As Brady Sidick is coming back in, Michael Posey comes out. Twins to the far side with a single receiver to the near side. Sidick comes in motion to the near side. Fakes the handoff. Throws it to Dean, who is brought down. As the Eagles will be going to punt. As number 26, Hunter Gravitt will be back to return, and Walsh is going to be punting for the Eagles. Good snap. Good punt.
Peyton Matthews on the punt.
Who'd I say?
Mason Walsh.
Oh, Peyton Matthews. Ball is down at about the 14-yard line. So the Wildcats will take control on their own 14-yard line. As if you are a new viewer, I am Colton Osborne.
And I'm Trevor Aller.
And this is the St. Paul Wildcats going up against the O'Neill Eagles. They hand it off to Larson, who gets a big hole, and it looks like he will be gone. There is no black shirt standing between him and the end zone. As he high-fives his teammate before he goes into the end zone, that is about an 85-yard touchdown by Ian Larson. Or not Ian Larson, Eli Larson. He had an 85-yard kick return touchdown earlier in the game. Now he has an 85-yard run. As that has the Wildcats pulling further away from the Eagles. Seward will be lining up the kick, the extra point. Kick is up, and it is good. That is definitely the highest kick he's had so far this game, as both teams will take a short break, and so will we.
Fall harvest means long hours for you and your equipment. You both need a fuel that can handle the pressure. So use Cenex Ruby Fieldmaster Premium Diesel from Farmer's Pride for more power, better fuel economy, faster starts, and special additives to help reduce downtime. What's more, when you do business with Farmer's Pride, you'll notice a personal touch that goes beyond the expected. Farmer's Pride, in the field, on your farm, in your community.
And we are back. The score is O'Neill Eagles 6, St. Paul Wildcats 35. Searwood will be lining up the kick. Jussel and Dean will be back to return. Kick is back and it goes to Colby Dean. Gets it about the 10-yard line and is brought down at about the 23-24 yard line as Mason Walsh brings out the offense once again. Walsh is joined in the backfield by Sidick and Posey. Dean and Wilson and Coventry is at tight end. Handed off to Sidick, who is brought down by Larson. As it is a loss of 4. Brings up 2nd down and 14 for the Eagles. As twins to the far side with Sidick and Coventry to the near side and Posey in the backfield. Fake the handoff to Posey. The pass was intended for Wilson, but it is knocked away by Dugan. Matthews comes in for Wilson.
3rd and 14 for the Eagles.
Eagles need to convert to try to stay in the game. Trips to the near side with, looks like Dean, maybe to the far side. Walsh is looking for a pass. Gets it to Colby Dean. Did he get his feet down? As they're saying, he didn't get his feet down. Not 100% sure about the call. Looks like from up here he may have gotten his feet down. But the refs call it incomplete, and it brings up 4th down and 14. Gravitt will be back to receive the punt, and it will be Matthews back to punt it for the Eagles.
Some confusion there.
Punt is high. Gravitt calls for a fair catch. And that will bring out the Wildcats offense at about the 49-yard line. Twins to both sides of the field with Larson in the backfield. As they throw it to number 3, who has a touchdown, it looks like. That is number 3, Ryan Burkby, with the touchdown thrown by Knopp.
Eagles defense looks to be falling apart here.
Most of the game so far this season has been a strong first half, and they start to fall apart as the game goes on. It will be Seward to line up the extra point. The kick is up, and it is no good. It is blocked. As the teams will take a short break, and so will we. As we are back, the score is 40-6. St. Paul Wildcats are up. It is Seward to kick the ball for the Wildcats, and it is Jussel and Dean to return. Most of the returns have went to Brady Sidick. They're calling a flag, and I'm guessing it is offsides on the kicking team. Most of the kicks so far have went to Brady Sidick, except for the last kick went back to Dean. As Sweden once again is lining up for the kick, Dean and Jussel are back to receive. And it looks like the kick, they're going to let the kick go out of bounds. Smart play by Colby Dean. As it looks like they're going to send him back even farther to redo the kick one more time. As now they will be kicking off from the 30-yard line. Once again, Seward lining up the kick.
Third time's the charm here.
Dean and Justwell are back to return, with Sidick and Posey in front of them. As the kick goes to Dean, Dean brings it out to about the 40. Oh, Dean might go all the way! It looks like Colby Dean will have a kick return touchdown. What a great return by Colby Dean, taking it right back up the middle. Great play by Colby Dean. If I'm not mistaken, since this since the Rusty Fuller coached GICC back in 2016 when the Eagles played him, there was a kick return, or there was a kickoff touchdown by Corbin Dean, Colby Dean's older brother. Shout out to Corbin Dean, who we were just talking about. He says, "Go Eagles," all the way from Foam Lake, Canada. Looks like the Eagles will be going for two. Sidick is in motion. Walsh is looking back to pass. Looking, throws it up as it is picked off as the two-point conversion failed. And the teams will take a short break, and so will we.
Anson Insurance has been in the O'Neill area since 1979, and they've strongly supported the community and O'Neill athletic programs ever since. They offer home, auto, life, health, and crop insurance. They have a friendly staff and are willing to answer any questions you might have. Stop in at 203 East Douglas or call 402-336-4330.
As there was a personal foul called on the Wildcats, so the Eagles will attempt the two-point conversion once again. Shout out to all the 120 viewers we have watching. Trips to the near side with a single receiver to the far side with Posey in the backfield with Walsh. The two former quarterbacks, or the two quarterbacks from last year. Sidak is in motion. Walsh going back to pass. Tries throwing it to Posey, it looked like. But the pass is knocked down. But once again, there is another flag. Maybe the Eagles get third time's the charm luck on the two-point conversion. Holding on the Wildcats. Eagles catch a break, and they might be able to get the two-point conversion on the third try. Three minutes left in the third quarter.
Half the distance to the goal. Replay the down.
Posey in the backfield with Matthews and Wilson. Matthews is in motion. They fake the handoff, and they try to reverse it, but it is no good. Larson gets the fumble recovery, and now we'll take a short break as the teams get ready for kickoff.
Torpin's Rodeo Market is located in the heart of O'Neill and has everything your family needs to stay full and happy. Torpin's always keeps their shelves stocked with fresh produce and also offers goods from local producers. Their weekly bankroll drawing offers a chance to win cash every time you shop. And every spring they give back to the community by giving away multiple senior scholarships. Torpin's Rodeo Market, the friendliest store in town and your only home-owned food store.
As we are back, Angel Lopez will be lining up to kick. Number 26, Hunter Gravitt will be back to return. As it looks like they're trying a squib kick, and the kick is recovered at the 40-yard line, as the Eagle defense will be coming out. As I am now joined by Carson Bielik.
Hello everybody, how we doing? Hope you're having a good night.
Hopefully warmer than us.
Well, thankfully after marching, I was able to go inside and warm up a little bit. Oh boy, I needed that.
Handoff to Larson. Gets about 3-4 yards.
Football isn't usually my forte, but I'm going to try my best here. Looking at about 3 minutes left on the clock. Eagles trailing 12-40 here.
Eagles have moved to 3 down linemen. They started off with 4. Wildcats in the wishbone with 2 receivers to each side. They hand it off to Seward, who gets a couple yards.
Jackson Seward on the carry, 3-yard gain. Riley Davis and Jennings on the stop. Putting a 3rd and 4 for the Wildcats.
Third down, Wildcats looking to get this first down.
Once again in the wishbone formation. 21 is in motion. They motion out Seward. They pitch it out to Larson.
What a catch.
And he doesn't get the first down. He gets maybe a yard on the play. As it looks like they'll be bringing out their punt team. It will be Jussel and Dean back to return, as it is number 82, Logan Vogel, to punt. Pretty good punt. Dean's under it. Dean gets to the outside.
He's on the 30, going to the
as
40.
He
breaks a tackle. Vogel. He's knocked out. What a run from Dean.
Knocked out of bounds by Tanner Maddox. Colby Dean is having a great time returning this second half after already having a kick return touchdown.
He had about 40 yards there on that one. Great run from Dean.
As Walsh will come out to lead the offense, hopefully to another score. Sadek is coming out. Twins to both sides of the field with Posey in the backfield with Walsh. They give it to Turner Jussel, the junior, who gets maybe back to the line of scrimmage.
Looks like it'll go back 1.
As they're bringing in Sam Carstens and Joey Englebart's coming in. Looks like Sean Gildersleeve has something wrong with his ankle. Let's hope it's not too serious. Sean Gildersleeve is one of the senior leaders on the team.
Looking at what Trainer B is doing here for Sleeve, it is looking like a knee injury.
Hand it off to Jussel, and he is met immediately in the backfield by number 54, James Karslon. Flag on the play, and it was on the Eagles. It was an illegal shift on the Eagles, but the penalty is declined. That brings up 3rd down and 14. Eagles hoping to convert this 4th down. As that is the end of the 3rd quarter, as we will return once the 4th quarter starts.
Great Plains State Bank has been meeting the needs of its customers for nearly 100 years, offering a wide selection of flexible and competitive loan options, including personal, commercial, and ag lending. GPS is a small-town bank with big-town resources, with a full range of innovative deposit products. GPS creates strong clients and strong communities by providing valuable and trusted common-sense banking. Great Plains State Bank continues to deliver quality banking products and services that are representative of their name. GPS, great personal service.
And we are back. My name is Carson Bielik.
And I'm Colton Osborne.
And what you just saw was our morning show promo. And if you do not know what that is, I'm thankful enough to be a part of that. On Mondays, we do our Student of the Week for the week before, where we honor the students who show the Eagle way as best as possible. We have Trivia Tuesday, and we have Kelsey Osborne run that, Colton's sister. And she just brings up the weirdest questions, but it makes for good trivia. And then one of my personal favorites, but one of the curses of Eagle Eye, Will It Wednesday. Oh, man. Where we have Oscar and Summer behind that one, kind of making up the worst foods you could possibly imagine for us to eat and guess what it is. Thursday, we do Hallway Thursday. Tommy Kotzer is behind that. And then Funny Friday today, we did Bean Boozled, and boy, let me tell you, that was not fun. That was pretty bad. Anyways, getting things right underway here. Eagles will kick off with the Wildcats return. But Eagles will get
downs it at about the 16 or 17 yard line. As I'm pretty sure in 2017, I was on an episode for Eagle Eye News, something we did back at the elementary school when I was in 6th grade. I'm pretty sure it was a Wednesday, and we did Willet Smoothie. Wasn't the best.
We did that this year, and oh my goodness, the pickle one is just a nightmare for me. I hate pickles. I said it on the episode, but a chunk of the pickle got stuck in the straw, and then it all just shot up, and it's too much to handle. And, of course, you've been doing this since last year, haven't you? 7th grade?
6th grade year.
6th grade?
I did I announced a couple basketball games.
Oh, right.
6th grade year. And I did most of the football games last year.
So we do have two veterans in the booth right now. I've been doing this since 7th grade, and Colton since 6th grade. I didn't know it was 6th grade. Holy cow, Colton, I'm impressed. But yeah, it is obviously really enjoyable to do, especially when you find sports that you enjoy doing. I mean, I don't do football as much, but I love to watch it. Basketball and volleyball are more of my forte to commentate. And Colton obviously knows what he's talking about. He's calling a bunch of formations, and I'm just kind of like, yup.
Knopp takes it as he gets into open field and is brought down by Jussel.
And it looked like it was a little push off the back by Clausen there, with Jussel with the initial tackle.
And there's a flag on the play back at about the 15-yard line, holding on the Wildcats. Eagles catch a break. I'm pretty sure the first time I had to announce the game was you were at some basketball game probably, because it was Ainsworth.
We have Jenna Jacobowski, number 50, 53, and 18, Have My Heart, Nyberg, Fox, and Maddox. Thank you, Jenna, for tuning in. Hope you are enjoying the game. The Wildcats are pushed back 2-15 now.
They're on their own 7-yard line. Handed off to Larson,
who's going to make a run. Looks like it's going to be about 5 yards. 3 and 5, my guess is. We'll see what it's looking like here. 3 and 4.
It's 3rd and 7, I'm pretty sure. 3rd and 6.
6. Ah.
Eagles looking for a stop. As the Eagles go back to 4 down linemen with Peyton Matthews as one of the down linemen and Clay Shaw at outside linebacker, a freshman. Handed off to Larson once again. He is brought down by Pardun. Don't think they got enough for the first.
Looks like it's just short. And of course, Wildcats not wanting to go for this one, too close to their own back.
Bring out Vogel to punt. As the Eagles bring out the punt team, and it will be Jocelyn Dean back to return for the Eagles.
Update on Gildersleeve. He's standing. Looks like he's putting a little bit of weight, walking around. Just kind of taking it easy right now.
Punt hits at about the 50-yard line, and Dean takes it. Makes a couple men miss. As Dean is going down the sideline, and he's brought out of bounds by Vogel.
What a run from Dean.
Taken out at about the 26-yard line.
Eagles really needed that one.
Dean's having a good second half for returning. As it looks like Landon Klassen will be out there.
Of course, don't forget to stay tuned for our player of the game at the end of the game. We'll see who matches those objectives. I couldn't think of the word there. To win player of the game of this game.
They have a couple new linemen in. They have sophomores Engelbart and Grenier on the right side, and seniors Carsons and Parks on the left side. They throw it to Sidick, a sophomore, taking out at about a gain of 5. This is the first break some of the linemen have been getting. Engelbart and Corbin are both juniors and will most likely start next year when Hobson, Gildersleeve, and Davis leave.
Engelbart and Grenier?
Yeah.
They're my grade, sophomores. So they're going to be juniors next year. Yep.
They'll most likely start when
Sleeve
let them leave. They're not 100% sure who will be taking Hobson's spot next year at center, as it looks like they put Sidick in at quarterback.
And he's going to get taken down.
I'm pretty sure Salvador Rodriguez is the backup junior varsity center, so he might be the starting center for varsity next year. But who knows? Only time can tell.
Looks like a loss of about 1. Not too much.
Dean comes in for Klassen. Eagles have some young, promising players.
Especially when you look at the freshmen on the team, a lot of great potential in the team. You know, I'm looking forward to what we can have in these upcoming years.
Shaw and Klassen have both started Klassen, this might be his first game starting on defense, as a timeout is called, and we'll take one with him.
Great Plains State Bank has been meeting the needs of its customers for nearly 100 years, offering a wide selection of flexible and competitive loan options, including personal, commercial, and ag lending. GPS is a small-town bank with big-town resources, with a full range of innovative deposit products. GPS creates strong clients and strong communities by providing valuable and trusted common-sense banking. Great Plains State Bank continues to deliver quality banking products and services that are representative of their name. GPS, great personal service.
And we are back. My name is Carson Bielik.
I'm Colton Osborne.
A quick but special thanks to Warp Networks, who is getting us our internet connection out here in the Crow's Nest. So thank you very much.
As there is 7 minutes and 30 seconds left in the game, St. Paul Wildcats are up 40-12.
3 and 4 for the Eagles.
It looks like Colby Dean will be quarterback.
Eagles are switching it around a lot here.
Fake the handoff, and Colby Dean takes it himself, but is brought down by Seward and Wobiski.
It looked like Seward was a little rattled there off of his tackle.
Brings up 4th and 8 for the Eagles.
We're going to see Matthews come off here.
Wilson go on. Sidick and Walsh in the backfield with Posey in the slot on the far side and Coventry and Wilson. And then Dean alone on the near side.
Walsh looks for the throw to Dean.
But it
just out of his hands.
That is a turnover on downs, and it will be Wildcat ball on their own 25-yard line. Looked like Walsh was looking at Dean the entire way. Anytime the Eagles need a big play, they look towards Walsh. As the Eagles have one of their receivers out, Keegan Moore, a junior with some kind of foot or ankle injury. Wishbone formation for the Wildcats. They hand it off to Larson.
It looked like he'd about dropped it. May have been a fumble there.
Looks like he gets the first down, maybe.
If it's not, it's just
short. Yeah, they give him the first down. Larson has definitely been the main player for the Wildcats, having most of the touchdowns, including a kick return touchdown he took for 85 yards, and then an 85-yard touchdown run. Wishbone formation once again. Knopf under center. They hand it off to Larson once again.
He's got a lot of speed.
As it looks like Wilson can bring him down, but Sidick pushes him out of bounds at about the 20-yard line.
Good job from Sidick being able to get there.
Larson easily has about 200 rushing yards this game.
He is really fast. Holy cow.
He is 215 and probably about 6 foot.
Jeez.
Once you get a full head of steam at that size, not many people are going to be able to tackle you.
Imagine being in front of that, too. Just slide out of the way real quick.
Wishbone formation once again. Most likely to be going back to Larson. They hand it off to Dugan, who gets a hole and gets to about the 11-yard line. Brought down by Matthew Wilson, the senior.
And it is going to be a first down for the Wildcats. Oh, no. Second down. Oh, no. First down. A little confusion watching the line marker guys.
Wishbone formation once again. Single receivers to both sides. Handed off to Larson, who is brought down at the line of scrimmage. There haven't been many times this year, or this game, where Larson has been brought down at the line of scrimmage.
And it looks like, can't tell if that's Matthews.
As Matthews is coming out for Druki. Druki's a freshman.
He may have gotten a little scraped up. I saw him holding his leg coming off the tackle there.
As the Eagles will be in the I formation with Coventry and Kotzer as the receivers. They try to run it with Acevedo, but he is swallowed up by the defense quickly.
I saw he got a little bumped up. I couldn't see who it was. He got bumped by one of his teammates, kind of threw him off his run. Let him into the tackles there.
It looked like that was a Gico, Druki, and Kotzer trips to the far side and Coventry alone on the near side. They throw a screen to Kotzer, current Eagle Eye Broadcasting member.
He'll get taken back for about 5 more.
As the varsity punt team will be coming back out. Most of the varsity guys were resting, thinking they won't be coming back in, but they're bringing out the varsity punt team.
Coach threw a little curveball at him. About less than 3 minutes left on the clock, 12-46, Eagles trailing.
Punt is up as it is touched.
Oh, what a recovery, though.
He just takes it out of bounds. That was Gravit, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, Hunter Gravit. It is 27 degrees, but it feels like 21.
Jeez, that's nasty, nasty. For those who didn't see, the ball did slip through his hands on the return, but he caught it right off the bounce. Good reactions there.
As they're in a wishbone formation with, it looks like their JV team. Gain of about 1 or 2. As the 3 linemen for the Eagles are sophomore Noah Shabram, freshman Holden Jenkins, and senior Sam Karstens. Noah Shabram is the younger cousin of Isaiah Shabram, a senior, one of the players who graduated last year. They pitch it to number 15. It's brought out of bounds by Ian Larson. That is number 15, Aiden John.
That'll move that to about 3 and 2. 3 and 3.
Wishbone formation once again. With number 8 now at quarterback. Bryce Knopp. I'm guessing who is the younger brother of their varsity starting quarterback. Or some relation, most likely. One is Brendan Knopp is a junior, and Bryce Knopp is a freshman. Wishbone formation once again.
4 and 1 looks like the Wildcats are going for it here.
QB sneak.
And it looks like they may have got it.
58 seconds left in the game. The Wildcats will most likely let the clock just run out and run it. Now all 3 linemen, defensive linemen for the Eagles are all 3 freshmen with Kendrick Hinton, Salvador Rodriguez, and Holden Jenkins. Actually, that is Sam Karstens on the far side. So it is 2 freshmen and a senior. Handed off to 15, who breaks loose.
He's going to get the first down and then some. Breaks about 3 tackles.
Aiden John with the carry. 20 seconds left now in the game.
Wildcats looks like they're trying to get one more in there before the game ends. If they want to, they're going to need to move quick.
Clock is now running, 15 seconds left. And they're most likely just going to let the clock run.
And that's going to be the end of your game. Score 12-46. Wildcats victorious at the end of this one.
It was pure domination on the ground for the Wildcats, led by Eli Larson.
Of course, a well-fought battle by the Eagles, doing everything they could on the defensive and offensive end.
Eagles had a couple good drives, but they didn't end too many of them with only 2 scores, but one was a special teams touchdown.
And, of course, we have to finish up with our player of the game. So, Colton, you were obviously up here way longer than I was. So who do you think for our player of the game?
I'd probably have to go with Colby Dean.
Yeah, great running, great returning by Dean. A lot of great plays. So it looks like that's going to wrap up again. It was 12-46, Wildcats with the win. My name is Carson Bielik.
I'm Colton Osborne.
And we will see you later.
Signing off from O'Neill.